Randy Billsland in the house, July 8th, 4:30 in the morning, getting ready to go get Mike Maina, Gary Hartman, and start our voyage to Mammoth to Yosemite.
I guess. That is major. Oh, look at Gossamer water.
Oh, that doesn't look good at all.
So of course it's middle of July, but it starts to snow in the high country in the direction that we're headed. Here's a photo of Saddleback Lake right here, of last night.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Snow on the ground.
We got some thunder action going on up here in the high Sierras. We're just a little north of Mount Whitney. And you see some rain coming down over here. See the rain coming down over there. Probably getting maybe getting a little bit of snow action up there. So hopefully by Saturday things will be looking a little bit better.
Tioga's not going to be open at all tomorrow. At all on Friday. At all.
Hey, Gary's asleep right now. Let's reprogram his DeLorme inReach before he wakes up for a totally different trip.
We're supposed to have good weather. Look what Mother Nature delivered us. I bet she's got cold beer. How much are they for a rack?
27 normally with tax, but I do 25.
Wow, $27.
Right.
Yeah,
Have a nice
okay,
day.
Thank you.
Those look good.
Those do look good. We're going to have to hit you up on our way back.
Okay, we go 11 till 5.
It's snowing in the high country and all I have is tennis shoes to hike in.
Sunday, Sunday for Saturday morning, okay?
I don't know, it doesn't look like the middle of July to me.
Mr. Wilson!
Oh, the snow is blowing us.
Hi, Don.
Right.
How are you?
Rough going. It was rough going. Yeah. And then we got to look at it in the morning, get to Tuolumne Meadows, hang out, and then grab a bus from Tuolumne.
Whatever.
But whatever.
But you guys need to make the decision what you want to do.
Oh, you know Don?
You know Don?
Read this.
Did you have to educate him today? You gotta watch that guy. He's a heavy drinker. Really?
Just about the road.
Hey, what?
Oh yeah, put that away, dude. Really? He's kicked out when you get in there.
Where's the gentleman jack?
That's 22 pounds. This is our ultralight going into the back. We're going to be cutting it into pieces so that 8 divided by 22. And sew it together every night.
Get us a couple guy wires set up, okay?
Those lumber sexuals can't do
This is some
this.
new fandango thing they got here.
Did you just get this, or was this supposed to be raffled off at one of the Boy Scout things?
He snaked it. Oh, look, some kind of herbal medicine was left behind.
Oh, Franz and Hans. How are you?
Excellent,
How are you?
thank you.
Hello. We have to say hello. We have to say hello.
What?
How are you?
Randy. Oh, you guys are excellent.
You look lovely this evening. Thank you.
Today's Friday, and Friday afternoon, and David Cravens, David Lowther, Jerry, and John all showed up today, so we're going to go see what they're doing over there. You guys are all set up, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, finally, the Hartman party.
Right. So we're gonna follow
table's
this
ready.
line, and then we're gonna join the John Muir Trail.
Right. We're gonna have plenty of time. I mean, this is beautiful country through here.
Yep.
You got the Minaret Peaks over in here. I mean, it's gorgeous.
We have a 2,000-foot elevation change tomorrow.
This goes.
Yeah, we're at
This
80.
is gonna go up, and it comes down, and then goes back up.
Gary, where's that knife? No problem.
What are you making, Don? Spaghetti?
Spaghetti, man.
Wow. Garlic bread is
Oh,
what
man.
I thought I read on the internet.
And Little Caesar salad.
That's awesome. We can all make it.
Caesar.
Everybody made it.
Yeah,
I mean, you know,
that's cool. Absolutely.
lumbersexuals.
Lumbersexuals. Lumbersexuals.
I'll have to edit that down.
Yeah, please. Would you like the white punch or the red punch?
Oh, we were so fortunate to have Don here at the beginning of this trip making an amazing dinner. It was like the last amazing dinner before getting stuck in the wilderness with freeze-dried food. He must have somehow known that.
This started back in December,
I know, right? We're finally here.
and it started with you and I looking over a map,
Right.
and we're doing it. That's awesome.
Fresh lemon. Michael, that's a
You've done it a few
senior moment.
It's okay, you've done it a few times. I just
Senior
keep
moment.
answering yes.
I don't like, I don't use
And a diamond hitch, if you've ever tried a diamond hitch, it's a backpacker's or a horse packer's hitch, okay?
Right.
Nice again.
So do you guys, Don, back in those days, did you just totally depend on cooking open fire kind of thing? So you didn't have any stoves or anything like that? You just,
Yeah, but I was watching this show called Live Well. This guy was hiking this trail, and he'd run ahead and put his camera and out, and then his group would hike through the shot. And I called Gary immediately. I said, Gary, we got to do this hike. I'm watching this show, blah, 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 blah. Gary's response was, I've been thinking the same thing. And then we started.
Safe travels, okay? Just a pleasure to be with you, too.
And with that, Don Wilson was out of here. We were totally on our own for 8 days. Can we quit still? Is there
Wait, don't leave. We quit. We quit. We quit. Can we quit? Take us home.
next stop,
Oh, nice.
Yosemite Valley. The road right here, and I think we're going to be doing about 8 miles today, mostly uphill. Elevation gain of about total maybe 2,000-3,000 feet. I think we're ready. We're good to go, right, guys?
Yeah, let's do this.
You're gonna die.
Have bad knees, don't do this at home. It's not good.
We just made it over Garnet Pass. Guys, the group was spread out probably more than a mile wide.
10,077 feet.
Of course, this would come to be a problem later on that night.
Brad Wilson and David Cravens are down there somewhere, and then we've got Smitty, John Smith, and Dave Lowther, and Jerry Hooper, and I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
You know, behind us that I gotta catch up. It's a cloudy day, rained on us a little bit, and I think over here, these mountains in the background, I think those are the minarets.
Minarets are over there.
Yeah, the minarets are over there, yeah. So we're gonna spend the night down here at Garnet Lake.
The ascent was about 2,000 or 3,000 feet up over 10,000 feet, and that really was hard on all of us. And Jerry had some mountain sickness that really, you know, when you have it, it can really ruin everything really quick on you. I mean, you go south really fast. And of course, we had no idea in the middle of the night it was about to get even more stressful. Okay, so we have a bear that came into town tonight, and He's a very large bear. I mean, he's big.
He's a big bear though.
We threw rocks. We threw all kinds of stuff at him, and he would not move. He got somebody's food, and he's inspired. Now we had 2 hikers.
Put guys on watch.
Okay, we're gonna hang. We had
I think if you're a single man unit like the fellow behind us, it's easier to do. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but he was
so the bear.
finishing his
2 people that were already here split, and they said they left right away, saying, "You're not getting out of here. That bear's coming down to your camp. He's seen it before." So the concern is that he got our food. He's excited. He's going to come back down and go through our camp. And so we're deciding: do we leave or do we stay? I'm thinking he's going to try to come around. He could maybe come back on. He's done this clearly before.
Let's everybody just clear everything out, whether we hang it on these rocks with this other stuff, or I'm thinking we gotta, move these bags onto some other rocks, like 200 yards away, just so he's just nowhere near us.
I think the bags.
That spot.
I bet you he came out of that cave that was up there. It was a perfect cave. Did you see it? It's right there. I think he probably right there. I saw it earlier. I'm like, that's a bear cave.
Yeah, there's caves over on the other side too, guys.
Yeah.
10 feet range.
We got 2 pepper sprays, right?
But the scent, he's gonna go. Let's say he comes through here. He's gonna go right to the rocks, and he's gonna stay there.
He's gonna want to get that all night.
He's gonna stay there, and it's gonna be a standoff, and we're not gonna win that.
The problem was we had hung the food really well, but it was too close to camp. We figured if the bear comes by, he's going to have us all awake and watching him because he's too close to our camp, and we just didn't want to deal with that. We wanted to get some sleep and have the bear at a good distance in case he came back for our food.
We're only supposed to camp here, but we had nowhere else to go. So all the guys are sleeping now, trying to get some rest. I'm up. We've got a massive log here that I mean, this thing was about 300 pounds that Dave Lowther was able to roll this thing down here for us. So we got to fire a big log going, and we're hoping that that'll be enough to at least keep them back so guys can get some sleep until sunrise. I decided to come out here to tell you guys a story about this. I couldn't believe Lowther got that thing here. It was all the way over, clear over, like at least 25 yards away.
It's a Herculean effort.
Yeah.
A Herculean guy.
Which really helped us because people can get some rest just because of that.
Bear wine. Those beady little eyes. It's either a bear or Randy Bilson. Those beady little eyes.
You just went through all of my food, basically.
So where did you have it? You had it strung up right around here?
Yeah, I had it strung up right behind you on this branch, just behind you. There.
Okay.
I had it on this branch hanging over. And he pulled it down and just... I mean, the knot's still on the bag.
Yeah, they don't tie the knots, they just rip.
There's his tear right there.
Oh.
And he had Mountain House Delicious Apple Crisp. My breakfast.
Look, he opens it up with such precision.
Nice. He opened it up and just licked everything to the T.
It's like he's done this before.
Look at his bear claws outline on the Folgers thing. You see that?
Oh my gosh, he hates Folgers.
That's fun.
He left a bad review on Yelp. Is that what's
the
that
little
ice
mini,
cream?
the little mini moose? Thinking thin. I like
like it.
He had a good little ice
those
cream
are
sandwiches.
Breakfast claw for this
Oh, I was excited about that breakfast claw.
So was he apparently.
We probably caught him right. Oh, he didn't care for the coffee too much.
I wonder.
Because he just.
He's a Starbucks bear, that's why.
I wonder if he got bloated after eating that freeze-dried food.
Coffee. Well, my friend, all I can say is I'll give you a meal since I didn't eat one of my meals last night. Okay.
What an opening day.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Day 1
Jerry, I'm so sorry.
of 8.
You had something going for you yesterday.
This is
Crazy.
Ireland figured it out.
That's awesome.
Somebody's Nemo down there might be taking a breeze into the lake.
That's what I would have done.
I heard that thing hit his side.
You know, I asked the other day before
And I got
we left,
sweet and
did
low and
anybody
creamer if
have,
you need it.
You know, bear, you know, mace or whatever.
I got pepper spray.
Yeah, what kind of gun did you bring?
Really stressful first 24 hours, but now we're in a great place. We're here at Thousand Lakes, and it's incredibly beautiful. We're all trying to rest and just relax, and get our bearings, and set ourselves up for Donahue Pass, which is 11,000 feet. So all these things are, you know, happening while we're trying to get our food done, and everybody's having a great time. So, all right, looking forward to sharing more stuff with you guys about the next leg of our journey. Talk to you soon.
I'm on bear watch tonight.
That looks
Jackass. Enjoying doing something and he just kibosh the whole
Just handed it to you. Maybe you could tape it there. But don't touch.
Dinner is turkey cashew curry. What a surprise.
We're all going curry.
Use your stove here.
16 ounces of hot water. You got to make sure that we put the appropriate amount of water with the food. If not, won't absorb all of it.
Horrible chewy chicken ensues.
Right, here we go. We got our food here. This is turkey, cashew, curry. Look at the chunks of.
Oh,
Nice.
very good.
You want to use this spot?
I'm gonna turn it over in there a couple times just to make sure. It's just like regular rice. You're just gonna steep it for a bit.
I think I'm just going to have you pour it in my titanium cup. A portion of it.
Okay. We'll get to that in the next part of the movie, Mike.
Oh, I'm so sorry for the idea you're...
I think all bear bags, everything is like at least 100 yards away from us.
Yeah, for sure.
And maybe downwind.
It's all about the fundamental.
Trouble, there's trouble. So we're here with Brad Wilson, the gourmet aficionado following in Don Wilson's footsteps.
Thanks for coming into my kitchen tonight.
Tonight we are having
Tonight we are having a major problem.
Tonight we're having
Cut.
Tonight we're having a curry lentil with a garlic infused orange pepper chahui hui. And we're gonna top it off with some of the famous chahui hui hot sauce. And you can't have a Indian meal complete without some of the best naan bread from
Day old.
from the great city of San Francisco. Enjoy. Come again.
Thank you, almighty sensei.
I think I burnt the heck out of my fingers.
When the other people all ran and packed their stuff from the other bear that was at the other camp, we called them bear sexuals. But now, because we stayed, fought, lit a fire, and conquered the bear, we are now known as grizzly sexuals. We have advanced to another stage.
This is how we do coffee here. We chew it.
That is mountain coffee.
There's something wrong with this trip.
Maybe Brad's right. There's something wrong with this trip.
So, we're getting ready to begin Hell's Kitchen. So instead, I'm sitting at home watching Good Morning America. Put down your cell phones, stop talking to your friends, and get out here. He's applying the lip guard.
Mountain coffee. Everyone should do it. Today.
John Muir Trail, preferred bear bag method.
Look over here now, Mike.
If we put it back the way it was,
Pretend
we
you're a
have
bear.
carabiner, and the stick is going to stop on the carabiner, and then you're done.
If it was fixed like this, Mike,
Right.
if it was tied on,
Yeah.
the bear would come and hit this and it would drop down. Now, this is just loose. The bear could hit it, but it won't drop. He could eat the rope and it still won't drop. It would just make it hard for us to get up there and get it.
Yeah.
Good to go.
That marmot, though, I think he got to you.
Yeah, it was so quiet last night. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful, no snoring. And the wind was just, did you hear that wind?
Only a few times. It was dead quiet where I was because I had a natural windbreak.
Where I was, the wind was just howling. It
Wow.
was incredible. It was just like, I just fell asleep to that.
Wow.
It was awesome.
You are our fearless leader, Sensei
Felt pretty
Hartman.
good too. Took a couple of those electrolyte pills yesterday and no cramping up last night.
Nice.
My body feels more limber. It's great.
One yet.
Fortunately, the bear didn't follow us to Thousand Lakes. I had suggested let's hike in circles for a little while to confuse the bear. Nobody seemed to want to take up that idea. So we rolled into camp later that afternoon, and we could see a storm forming on the outside of our camp just over the ridges, so it seemed like there was a bit of a quick pace to get everything set up.
We're in the snoring section of our crew. We all kind of just let loose in the middle of the night. Keeps the bears away. That's why I like it.
This is an inexpensive water filtration system. Platypus. Good stuff. Water filtration. Sawyer. Don't leave home without it. 1 million gallons out of this bad boy.
And how many in the bag? Out of the bag?
So 3 liters here, and this gets you down to 10 microns. That's something special. Don't leave home without it. So we're gonna do a little backcountry fishing today, lightweight. 4X, 6 pounds weight.
He's using a track pole.
We're going to spool this out, give ourselves a little line. That's what they're going to be biting on. After that bear got most of our food, we have to come up with some alternative sources.
You got him! Yes! Look at that.
That is dinner. Look at that. Nice little purple spots there. Good looking fish.
We stayed at Davis Lake, and that was preparing us to get up at the base of Donahue Pass, and we could see the pass and have an idea if there were going to be any storms on it. But we were ready to go. We were going to climb this thing early in the morning, be at the top, and be able to get back down before the afternoon thunderstorms.
Dave, Mike.
Start to weigh on you.
Nice work.
Yes.
Nice work, brother.
We're here. It's downhill from here. Tomorrow, Tuolumne.
Feels good, man. That was wrong.
That was bad.
Yeah, I was able to connect, so that was kind of nice.
Okay.
So I was lucky. I was able to get a bounce and get a signal like at 10 o'clock at night.
Okay, so I put we are okay.
I made the call.
Yeah.
Then what else?
She knew that I was pretty much going to
Go off.
be off the grid,
Off the grid.
but things
I got
happen
called
while
here.
you're off the grid.
Yeah, people fall in creeks when you're off the grid.
I got call Karen, we are okay.
Please reply that everything's okay at home.
Okay, got it. I got it. So you want to know everything's okay?
Yeah, shorten it up however you want.
Call Karen, we are okay. Are you okay?
Are
Who's
they
okay?
okay?
Are they okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, are they okay?
Who needs to be okay?
I'm okay, you're okay.
Are
Brad, where's the
they okay?
The morning we left,
and can't beat a little fresh pepper on the trail. That's refreshing.
You know, why not try, what about Rainier?
Is that a family area?
No, that's supposed to be like a class 47 hike or whatever.
Yeah, good luck with
We're
all
not
that.
ready for that.
Oh,
Brad,
got it.
so when you made that cup of tea for me the first night called lemon echinacea,
No, echinacea.
echinacea, did you put something in with that?
Yeah, I think we put some honey. Mike had a honey packet.
Here we go.
That was good, wasn't it?
Okay.
Okay, so today,
So, changed it up tonight a little bit. We did a little pad thai. Got it at Target. Put the noodles in, a little orange sauce, and then had a little packet of peanuts, but we spiced it up with some fresh peppers and some fresh garlic. And I think it got pretty high mark. So
You can return it for any reason.
very
good
good.
guy.
Plus, they still get their money back. I'm sorry.
Good morning. 1 2  3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 Oh, there's definitely something wrong with this trip.
Well, Donnie passed. I think everybody's just burnt. Randy's back's bugging him. I mean, it's just like, it was a rough one.
Yeah, it was probably the best night's sleep I've had on the whole trip.
Right?
Yeah.
How you doing? How you feeling?
Good. Real good.
How's your
Yeah,
back?
we slept in, so I feel really good.
Yeah, how is your back and your feet? Everything all right?
You know, the back's fine, legs are fine, feet are a little sore, but doing great. Loving it.
Yeah.
Something, or he didn't know
Got
about
some
it.
Pete's coffee.
That's what I can't
Nothing
understand.
expensive.
Like, how do these kids
And found this little
end up this way?
gadget at REI, and just gives you a nice fresh tasting coffee.
Yeah.
Alcoholics.
Actually,
They're just, you
What's
know.
that? Or they
this
beat
is
them
a
up. Actually, I'm
so
gonna
this on a
look
Bear
at it.
Grylls episode.
Right.
So just pour it through, strains it, dump your coffee, and then you can't leave home without a
Oh, is that a jet boil system you have there?
yeah jet boil.
Oh.
These things are great.
Is that designed by NASA?
Well, I could go into it, but it gets a little complicated.
This one here is.
Yeah. What's that stuff? That doesn't look very good over there. I don't know what that stuff is.
This one here weighs only 1 ounce. The stove.
Yeah.
1 ounce. Brad's weighs like a pound and a half.
How's that cooking Danish?
I think this actually boils water faster than Brad's.
Hey, it's his fuel. Into the
I'm a boil off.
That's a
It was really nice. I guess this would be Lyle Canyon River stream. It's flowing off of a waterfall down into this canyon, and the water is really cold. But we went in last night because we just really needed to get some water on us and get cleaned up.
So hiking out of Lyle Meadows, we were then headed to Tuolumne Meadows, where we knew there was a store with cheeseburgers. So I think at one point we just started to run.
I'm out of here. I've seen this before. That bear will be back all night long.
Yeah.
He packed up this stuff.
Well, just because he got that one taste of food?
Yeah. He packed up this stuff in 3 minutes and he bolted. And this was like at what, midnight? 1 in the morning?
Yeah, I was late.
Crazy.
Yeah, I've never seen bears out here yet.
Oh,
And
this is.
I haven't heard him
I've
either.
seen a lot of bears in Mammoth, and
I've had
they're
an encounter-
usually like 200, 300 pounds.
Yeah.
This is a 500 pound. It was a huge mama.
Hey guys. Oh wow. This is nice.
Isn't it incredible?
Yeah, totally.
That's so cute.
Oh. Look at that.
Jet skis.
Right now.
But like I said, I don't know, man. Don't make yourself like this all the time.
Mike, 1, 2, 3, go! Go! Okay, got it! I'm glad you guys did that for me.
So we made it to Tuolumne Meadows. This is a huge moment for us.
We got a burger.
We're eating burgers and enjoying ourselves. Randy's jamming with grass, a little bit of beer. Hey! Celebration! Yeah!
Got my cheeseburger. Alright.
We're upset. John A's about to be down his burger.
Baby.
Congratulations, boys.
I get it, here.
Billsland, are you awake? Say something, dude. Blink your eyes. Are you awake, man? Come on. Man, I think the bear got Randy. So we're with Dave. So he's taping up his feet. We're all starting to show signs of blisters. And we're just trying to keep ourselves healthy so we can make this final trip. So the push is getting a lot harder now, but nobody wants to quit. Everybody's still in it, not even thinking about it.
Oh, look at what a setting.
Yeah, he's right down there.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Yeah, he is big time. He heard the dinner bell.
So we have contractor surveyor Randy Billsland here, setting up his tent, and he quickly explained to me that I was not a surveyor, that he actually was, and he knows how to make things flat. So the amazing thing is that he actually figured out how to set this tent up really fast. It didn't take long, and he was sure to point that out.
You're getting old, Maina. You're getting old.
I know. My feet smell like chicken. How are your feet doing, Dave?
Well, we're still going.
It's an ongoing battle.
Yeah, they're staying about the same.
Gotta get our camp set up quick, get our gear all dialed in, because you don't know when it's gonna rain. Gotta get food in you before it gets dark. Otherwise it's a lot of work. Alright, so we're here with Gary Hartman and Randy Billsland, and somehow we managed to pull this off. The mayor of the Sierras has managed to hook us up with them.
Like a backpack from, get in here. It's an awesome place.
Oh wow, thank you. Go ahead, Randy.
Good.
Alright.
Go ahead, guys, don't wait for me.
We got pork.
Alright, take care.
Take care. Aww. This is amazing. Oh my god. I don't even want to have to talk to anybody. I'm just like, good night, guys. It was horrible. We feel bad because all our guys ate.
Randy's at camper. Look at it.
We downed all this food. It was amazing. Special. This camp is a lottery to get into this camp. It's nearly impossible. Somehow we pulled off a gourmet meal though. Alright, so we're here at the high camp, and yesterday we went and ate dinner with Gary, Randy, and I. And we're kind of the low-end campers here because this is a very expensive high-end camp for tenters. And we realized that we all wanted hot showers and food, but we had no way of doing it. Randy went to work. We elected the mayor long ago, and he went in and talked to a lady who was inside there and said, listen, how do we get 7 showers and 7 towels and firewood for the night without actually being in this camp legally? Randy, how did you do it for all the guys? What did it take?
Hard, cold cash. That was the key.
Anyone can be bought, even in the Sierras.
We had a great dinner. We had pork loin, soup. What was that, a lemon cake?
A lemon cake with frosting.
Fresh squaw bread, butter, lemonade. And to top it off, the key. None of us have had a hot shower for 10 days. I smell like 10 days. Today, I'm going to take my shower this morning. And we're going to make our descent down to Half Dome. We have one more day. It's been a great experience. Unlike nails, steel nails.
So we've quickly realized out on the trail that freeze-dried food gets old really fast. So we've been doctoring up our food as best we can. Today we're making egg burritos. We have artisan special mission tortillas with flaxseed on the side, stone ground. And then we got the jet boil. We're heating up some eggs and then
We've made a little aioli, put a little extra aioli sauce in our freeze-dried eggs to spice it up. Mike brought some nice olive oil, and then we have some fresh tomatoes and pepper that we're adding in. So we'll shut the stove down and let's see what this looks like here. We put in some real bacon.
Oh yeah,
for a little extra flavor.
We had the option to spend $30 on breakfast down at the town hall, but we think we have them beat.
Let's see.
In fact, we know we have them beat.
Put a little extra pieces.
I got salsa, Brad, if you want it.
Okay, a little salt, a little in there. Put a little bit of the aioli sauce in there. Okay. Let's
Hell's Backcountry Kitchen.
Why don't we give that a try?
Oh man. That's how you do it in backcountry.
That's lemon.
Good stuff.
Chef Ramsay gives it an A+. Nice job, Mike.
Your dad taught you well, Brad.
We're gonna do, this is kind of a technique that the Europeans taught our forefathers, is we put a little pepper hollandaise kind of in the middle to get that essence. It's all, when you're camping, it's all about the essence, if you think about it.
After breakfast, we're going to try a little bit of yoga. Stretch out. Become one with nature.
What do we got here, Mike?
So we've got some special Trail Logistics eggs with some fresh tomatoes from Brad Wilson, cooked with olive oil base on flaxseed tortilla, and it looks like it's going to be really good.
Looks good.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy this.
You guys might know like your little buddy over here.
Oh my god.
Nectar of the gods.
You know, we all work together as a team, and we met a gal who just came in, and she needed a place to stay, and so she's right outside her camp, and she's setting up her tent. And
I don't really know why I did this trip. It kind of just drew me in to do a through hike. Yeah, something challenging, face my fears, do it solo. So for me, this is a lot of firsts. It's the longest I've ever slept in the backcountry. I've never hiked solo. I've never seen any of these national parks.
So tell me about the length of this trip and what you plan to do.
Yeah, so the John Muir Trail is 220 miles, and I have about 20 more miles added onto my trip just from various in and out points. And I'm doing it in 21 days. I'm taking no zeros, which means that I'll just be hiking every day. And I have a few resupply spots. Yeah, and it just takes you over the most gorgeous part of the United States, so it's pretty amazing.
So if you had other girls that were thinking about doing this, that were on the fence or maybe wondering if they could actually do it, what would you say to them?
I would say do your homework, and if you're on the smaller side, definitely look at doing as lightweight as possible, because it makes hiking longer a lot easier. Pack weight is probably the biggest issue for, I would say, a woman to be able to manage the trip. So there are a lot of really great blogs that you could look at for people's gear lists.
Which become absolutely crucial out here. It's like we found that if you don't have the right stuff, it could really hinder you.
Yeah, comfort's a huge issue, so doing what are called shakedown hikes, So do a couple of overnights just in your your backpacking neighborhood and see what feels comfortable. I removed quite a bit of stuff based on those hikes. And don't be afraid to hike alone. There are so many people like you that I'm meeting, and it doesn't feel alone at all. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So we just got busted by the Park Service. They're arresting us for an illegal fire and bear hunting, but other than that, it's not a bad deal.
Unfortunately, I'm going to need you all to chain yourselves together and hike out with me.
And he's gonna ride us. It's gonna be like a slam dance. We gotta carry him out.
So you said 7 years, right?
This is my 7th season.
Very nice.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of the park?
I can't answer that on film. But it's as far from people as possible.
That's fair.
Unfortunately, that's not really what I'm hired to do, so I can't go out there very often.
Yeah.
What's one of the worst incidences that you've had here in the park that you've been part of?
I met a group of 5 ex-Marines who were camped out in the wilderness illegally. They were camped too close to the water, too close to Tuolumne Meadows, did not have bear canisters or a permit, and they had about 5 or 6 liters of alcohol, and they were just having a good party. Yeah.
Did you chain them together?
Had a drink or two. And,
They were Marines?
No. So after hiking for miles downhill and through the burn areas, we finally get a look at Half Dome from a long ways away. We realize we could climb it tonight, but we don't know if it's possible to be back before the sun goes down. So we're trying to figure out where we are, how long this will take, where's the next water source, because we've got to have all these things in place before we even try to make it to the top of that rock.
So we're about 4 miles, a little more than 4 miles from the top of Half Dome. And I think we made the group decision to try to climb Half Dome after the crowds have died out tonight. And it will be pretty cool being up Half Dome in the evening and coming down, hopefully coming down in the sunlight. It's going to be super exhilarating. I think everybody's kind of psyched up. We just thought about doing this about an hour ago. And it's going to make tomorrow's going to be a tough day going all the way downhill. So it's going to be a really, really memorable night tonight.
Believe it or not, we've gotten to the base of Half Dome, and we're actually running a day early, and some of us have had foot problems, and Dave's got lycotip all over his feet. I mean, it's amazing. It's still hurting, so we're going to try to get up there tonight and back and call it. But it's pretty intense to see how much just walking on your feet can take out of you. Walking through these burn areas, we were here last summer. I was climbing with a friend of mine, and we could see this whole thing unfolding up in the forest. They were actually rescuing people off of Half Dome during this fire, and it's just amazing to see now the leftovers and damage from it. So David Cravens decided he didn't want to climb Half Dome, so he decided to stay at base camp, and we left all of our gear and only took essentials, which was water and basic supplies to get up and down quickly.
You can see as far out to the first jagged peak, furthest out. It's called Cathedral Peaks, Cathedral Lakes. We came from there this morning to the base of Half Dome. Now we're hiking up Half Dome.
Australia, nice.
Australia. All right, welcome.
Wow.
Thanks.
Welcome to America.
Yosemite. All right. Awesome. All right, you guys have a good one.
You guys going to the top as well?
Yeah, we're just going to go to the top of Half Dome.
Chill.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see it this fast.
It's not like climbing the face, but or whatever. But well, that looks quite daunting. Looks more than I expected. We don't know where the trail is going.
The problem was Half Dome was a long ways from the top, and we may have overestimated how much endurance we had. I mean, we felt really good, but as it wore on, we started to get tired, and of course the big concern is that there's really loose rock, really unstable granite rocks and stairs, and I just didn't want anybody to slip and fall, so it just started to get more and more stressful as the climb went on.
Yeah, baby. Half Dome 2015.
Getting close to the, we're on Subdome, right? Getting ready for the cables. Up next, Randy Bilsland,
Cable fun.
extraordinary hiker, mayor of Yosemite Valley.
I remember my first gut reaction when I saw the rock. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I was just tired and I didn't think it was just a good idea and if we could get it all done and back safely. So somehow though the guys just kept pressing forward, and I think it just came down to the simple fact that we'd come all this way and we were going to finish. And so we just kept going.
Okay, so right now the winds are the worst they've ever been up here that people are experiencing, so I'm a little concerned about hiking up. We need to get up and we need to get our ass down. People have been really kind to leave gloves up here for us, but just to give you a perspective of where we are.
The Half Dome cables are known as one of the top 10 most dangerous hikes in the United States. The simple fact is there's no harness, there's nothing except to hold onto those cables. You slip, fall, lose your balance, you're probably not going to survive, and people have died up here. So it keeps you super focused at only what's in front of you. We did it. We did it for ourselves, but we did it as friends. Friends that have known each other almost our entire lives. It's something we'll take with us wherever we go. Wherever we are, we'll always have this moment.
And having an injury that I got yesterday.
Right.
I would have to say that all I've met is great people, helpful people on the way, and I feel just surrounded and supported by a lot of people who are just really good-hearted. So.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, and I think that's what's important is there's a lot of people on the trail that will give up things and do whatever they can to give you a hand, and that's what we're finding out too, and it's awesome.
Totally, and this guy Mike who's on the other end of the camera, he gave me this awesome knee brace. Isn't that nice? And he has to hike out without this tomorrow, but he gave it to me anyway.
Well, I have an ace, but yeah, it's
so I'm very appreciative.
No, very good, and I thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you make it to Tuolumne. That would be an amazing thing. All right, so it's about 10 o'clock at night. We got another bear in camp. He ate up a nearby camper's bear bag. So we're awake and we're just trying to figure out where he's at so we can... He's coming, huh? Okay, I can hear the bear. He sounds like he's out here somewhere. I'm trying to figure it out. Well, what do you want to do? Move it somewhere?
Is this yours, Mike?
Yeah.
It's like right next to your tent.
All right, we can move it. Thanks. I thought Bilson said he moved it earlier, but
I wanted the bear to come over here.
You gonna put it right in my tent? And you're sure you got chapstick everything out, right? You're good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, dink it in there. That way he doesn't go through it.
It's toilet paper, but
Yeah, no. Shouldn't be alright.
Unless it smells like ass.
To help them out.
You got some Jack Daniel? I don't think.
And the platypus.
Why is the rum always gone?
Where's Randy? Randy's 3 sheets to the wind, man. We need louder. We need louder. He takes on all bears. So you were laying out
Yes,
under
I'm
the
sleeping-
stars.
Yeah, I'm sleeping under the stars tonight. And honestly, I'm kind of sleeping with one eye open.
Yeah, already.
But it was kind of nice. It felt good. The air was so cool and fresh, and I heard the crack of the wood, and I knew exactly what that was. It's a critter coming through.
Yeah, I
pulling
heard
down a bear bag, and immediately the yelling started, just
I-
like last time.
Yeah, sure. The bear got the.
I like the way you're handling it, Brad.
Everybody deals with things in their own way. I'm a platypus.
The bear got all their food.
This got all of it. Well, I'll have some food from tomorrow. We need to let them know.
They probably got all their food, so they're probably gonna have to head back.
For a resupply. I got tons of food, though. I'll give them
Can
mine.
sell them some food and make a little money on this trip. It's supply and demand.
We'll get Randy's shower money back. 50 bucks. I got tons of food. I have a full canister and we're leaving tomorrow. I don't know how I planned that, but whatever.
Yeah, how'd that happen, man?
I believe
there may have been a bear in the camp last night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of got up and looked around, and I don't even know. I might even turn the light on. I thought I kind of heard something sniffing.
Did you hear like a loud breath of exhale of his air?
Oh no.
That was us. That was me.
That was Mike.
That's what I heard.
Did you smell camper food on its breath? I swear there was stuff walking around my tent.
Probably.
Was it you guys?
louder.
I kind of thought so too.
That was probably the bear.
It sounded like bear canisters.
Come back from Sunrise?
Merced Lake.
Oh, Merced Lake.
Have a good day.
You too.
How cool is that? Could I give you $50 to give me a ride?
Our victory dance, boys. What do you got, Brad? What do you guys have to say? No words. No words.
A lot of the women on the trail inspired by the movie The Walking Dead.
We're here at Curry Village. Did it.
Mammoth, Yosemite. Just drink and eat french fries and potato chips.
Mammoth Yosemite is in the books. And I didn't want to walk another step. I was done walking. And this lady flies by me in a golf cart, and I was like, I need one of those. How do I get that? So I immediately talked to Randy, and Randy was like, okay, we got to secure this thing for the night. So we did. We tipped her really well, and she drove us everywhere. She drove us to coffee, pizza. She dropped us off at the shower. She took us everywhere, all over Yosemite. I don't know how we didn't get in trouble for all the times that we got to ride in that golf cart, but we never walked until we got to our car the next day. That's how Man Scouts do it.
About 7:15, 6:30 right now. Waiting for Viking Dave Lowther to wake up. Lowther!